Namaste, and welcome today to the theme called Dream Catchers. A little story, as you know, that I had a long time in the hospital. Over my time, I spent 45 days in the hospital on and off a number of years ago. And my friend brought me a dream catcher and I put it above my bed. And it was like, I'm going to have sweet dreams and hold on to the dreams that are good and let go of the dreams that are bad. And I made a dream of being healthy and well and coming back with chutzpah. And so I'm here today welcoming you to find a dream catcher, especially if you have kids. My grandbabies have dream catchers above their bed so that we can catch those dreams. It's a Native America tradition that you want to hold on to those good dreams. So that's what we're going to do today, is all the dreams that we have in our heart. As we age, people tend to lose their dreams, to look to the future and say, I've got a big dream. So I'd like you to close your eyes now for a moment and just think about a dream that you have. Keep those dreams coming. And I'd like you to think of a couple of actions of that dream that you would have to do to get there. And then say to yourself, this dream is a reality for me. The dream has come and the dream will happen. People who are old, which is none of us, believe that there will always be dreams. And when you stop dreaming, a little bit of vitality leaves our body. So we're practicing having a dream today. So we have our mat. We have the squishy ball. I have 5 pound and 3 pound weights. My 5 pounder, my heavy. I want to be able to overload with 10 pounds and do a bicep curl. As I've talked about in class, the bicep is not used hardly at all in yoga. All the other muscles we use a lot. So this is why we do yoga with weights. When we get to long lever exercises and we do stabilization, such as this, I'm going to stabilize. I'm going to pull my rib cage tight, pull my belly under my ribs, and then I'm going to add that 3 pound weight, which makes it probably 15 pounds like this. My head has to come back and my shoulder has to stabilize. We will hold that position for a while until you feel, wow, I want to let my shoulder go and my rib cage go. And I say, no, we've got to hold it one more time. Because as we walk along the street, that's exactly what we're doing. We're pulling it in, working against gravity. So welcome to the class. Let's come to comfortable seated position, whatever it works for you. Some of you like to start the class in lying if it works better for you in our opening practice. Some of us also like to sit on the block. You put the block underneath your hips. It throws your hips forward. You choose. I have 2 blocks today because we're going to use them as arm extenders. Hold on to your hands and start rocking side to side. Pulling on the hip joints, asking them to pull, feeling those muscles of the lower back maybe be pulled, closing your eyes, going deep within, and having some breaths. A poem. It's called Dream Catcher. Very slowly come to quiet. Take a deep inhale for your dream catcher. Capture that dream in your heart. Exhale, pull it back. Use your breath, inhale up, big full breath, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. 2 more, inhale up, exhale back. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, straighten the arms, pull your nose to your chest, let your wings of your back go and open your mouth with a shake your head, let your lips hang loose, and breathe through your mouth. Slowly come back up to center, bring both arms up to sky on the inhale. And on the exhale, left hand comes to knee and we look to the right side. Inhale, eyes up, look up, lift up. Exhale. So the neck is rotating, it's going into extension. Exhale, then we look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, twist and look down. Continue, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Feel those rib cage now warming up, all the muscles between the ribs. Yes. Feel your back turning and twisting. 2 more. And on the last one, let's look to our right side and put our fingers on the right on the ground and start to pull yourself all the way around towards the right side. And then orientate yourself to the left hip and squeeze that left hip down into the ground and have 3 breaths. Beautiful. Keep squeezing into the ground. 3 breaths. And then slowly lift up and look up, eyes up. And bring your hands to your knees. We're speeding it up. Exhale. Inhale. Really big breaths here. This is called a kriya, a cleanse for the organs. We're taking the blood and squishing out all the old blood. 4 more times. 3 more. You're doing beautifully. 2 more. Loosening up the back. And on the last one, straighten your arms. Tuck your chin. Open your mouth with a start to nod your head. Let your lips hang loose. Let your jaw be loose. And then tuck your nose to your chest. Pull back straight through the arms and allow the wings of the back just to seep down without any tension. Breathing whatever way your body takes you. And then slowly back up to center, look up to sky, inhale over to the left, exhale. Inhale, close your eyes, feel your glide, inhale. Going deep within when you close your eyes, you can allow yourself to feel the silence. You can also feel the actual twist in the back if you focus and concentrate on that part of your body. 4 more times with the breath, please. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. We're going over to the left now. Inhale, lift up, exhale. Remember, I mirror you. Put your fingers on the ground and pull yourself around. Bring your head over top of your shoulder and push your right hip into the ground as we pull the belly around with 3 breaths. And then slowly come back to center, open your mouth and come forward with a ha. Shake your head and listen to the dream catcher. I used to have a lot of dreams, but when I grew up, my dreams got wings. I wanted to be so many things, not a wannabe, but reality stings. When I was young, I thought I could fly. We all did. We were all kids. But my dreams flew off into the sky, and I watched them leave. I barely tried. Wasted time, slap in the face. And swallowed pride leaves a bitter taste, regrets a stain we can't erase. Till we catch that dream, the one we chased. So catch that dream before you die and show the world that you can fly. Catch that dream before you die. Catch that dream. Don't let it fly. Go back to that dream now. Picture yourself in the dream that you want to make reality. Ha. The hips metaphorically hold old memories that hold us back. I would like you to let go of one old memory or past that you keep replaying that really doesn't service you again. I'd like you to breathe 3 times so you leave room for new memories in your hips. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale through the nose, let go of any old stuff that you're holding on to that doesn't service you. Inhale, full belly breath, and as powerful as you can, exhale it out of your hips where we get stuck things. One last time, inhale, exhale. Open your mouth with a ha. Slowly roll up. Hold on behind the kneecaps and stretch your legs wide. So widen them as wide as the body will take you. And let's do a lateral move now. Inhale to this side and exhale, hold. Inhale to left and exhale, hold. Continue on at your own pace, stretching those muscles that were squeezed and soaked with fluid. When you come to class and we sit cross-legged, we're producing fluid that helps our joints move smoothly rather than crinky like no oil in a car. Keep going. Feel your glide. Now, can you go to your mula bandha, your anus and genitals, and just pull it up 2 out of 10, and pull your abdominals 5 out of 10. So try to stabilize what's called your transverse, which is like a girdle muscle. So pull it tight. We're using a whole bunch of muscles here, the girdle muscles and the side bending muscles. But now to make my abdominals work harder and my back, I'm going to speed it up, but you can choose how fast you want to go. All core work. All core stabilization against force. 10 more. Come over to the right side. Take the left arm and pull the armpit back. Pull. Take your nose underneath the armpit on the left. Stretch your left fingers and pull that arm across to the right side. And push your hip on the left into the ground. And now you're ready to open up your mouth with a ah. Pull the fingers a bit more. The muscles you're stretching are called glute medius and minimus. They're muscles that when we don't stretch or strengthen, they need to be strong because if our torso's tall, they need to be flexible. And then slowly drop your nose down and bring one hand on either side of the knee and open up your mouth with a shake your head. Let your loops hang really loose. Start to roll your left hip inward and bring your nose to the outside of the knee. So left hip rolls forward as you reach the nose to the outside of the left knee. And then the left hand comes down the leg and it pulls us forward a bit more to get into what's called a QL muscle, quadratus lumborum. And the fascia connects both the glute med and min that we just stretched. And the quadratus lumborum, they share a lot of fascia. So that's a connective tissue. So pull forward, keep rolling that left hip forward, keep pulling the belly around towards the right. And then slowly bring your elbows back to center and open up your mouth with a ah. Try not to force yourself forward. Allow the muscles in your inner thigh and belly to totally relax. By forcing, sometimes the muscle will contract rather than let go. So by just surrendering to the pose, those muscles, open your mouth and breathe through your mouth. Move your jaw around and let your eyeballs dance on little strings. Slowly roll up and pause and wait. We need to take those muscles now to an alternative shape. So bring our hands behind us and bring the knees in and bring the feet right underneath the knees. So we can do what's called hammock, or if you need to put your blocks behind your wrists, that sometimes helps in softening up the pose. You can either stay here and pull the wings back. So just by doing this, we feel the back going in a different direction. And we're going to work against force if you choose and lift the hips up. If not, you can just leave your butt on the ground. So we want to lift up as high as we can. Now watch my knees. I want the knees directly forward. So pull them in and then slowly down. And keep the squeezing of the shoulders, but drop the nose and pull down through the wings and have 3 ha's through. Lift your head back up. Here we go up again, keeping the shoulder blades tight. Don't let them go. Up, look forward, please. Pull your hips up. See how flat your table can be, and then slowly down. Feeling those muscles between the wings, and then drop your nose, pull your wings down. 3 puffs. Stimulating the vagus nerve by sounds in the throat. Slowly look forward, up, 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 look. Squeeze down, squeeze those shoulders. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. We got one more after this. Slowly down. Keep your shoulder blades steady. Ha, ha, ha. Shoulder blades back and down, pull them tight. Overloading back of shoulders. This is really good for posture. Last one, up, pull, 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 pull. Hips up, knees forward, pull. Squeeze shoulder blades tight. Pull, 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 pull. Slowly down. Keep the shoulders together. Open your mouth, 3 puffs. Release and cross. Just cross your arms. All you have to do is just draw your chest back and drop your nose down. You can feel those muscles that we just strengthened at the back of the shoulders. Really let them go now of any tension you're holding and pull back through the chest a bit more. Really breathe deeply in this pose. Drop the nose a bit more towards the chest if you can. And then bring the head back up and drop the ear towards the shoulder on the right and pull the wing down and the shoulder on the left down and hold. And then drop your nose back to center and nod. Open up your mouth with a feel all those arm muscles at the top into your shoulder cap stretching. Bring your head back up as far back as you can and bring that ear across. Pull the shoulder blade down. Hold the pose and breathe. Beautiful shoulder work. And then drop down and open your mouth with a and slowly release. Hands on shoulders and give yourself a flap. So the taking off the shirt pose is one that we lose early, and you really need it for functionability of dressing. So elbows here. And as we exhale, we come forward and we drop as low as we can, pulling on the hips. And as we inhale, we lift up and we pull the armpits as wide as we can and pull your arms behind your head and head back. Right? Here we go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pull. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Best posture ever. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale. You're doing great. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Feel the core. Forward flexion. Feel the heat coming on in the hara. Give me 5 more at your own pace, but don't forget the pull at the very end. For you pickleball players, full range of motion in your shoulder to get to your shot. Paddle boarders, you need this motion to be able to lift up and rotate. Last one. And this time we're going to come all the way up here. Pull both wings down, pull head back, come over towards the right side. Look underneath your left armpit and push the hip into the ground. Push, 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 push. All the way up. Straighten the arm on the left, hand on right. Pull it across and look towards that side on the left. Shoulder down, everybody. Keep pulling the shoulder down. Keep rotating. Beautiful. Come back to center, left arm reaches up. Really full rotation if you can through the joint. Try not to come out to the side. See if you can reach and tickle the wall at the back. Tickle the wall, tickle the wall. Tickle the wall, come on, you can do it. Way back, full range. Don't forget to leave that palm facing outward. Keep going. 2 more. Lovely. Come back to center, relax. Feel the beautiful exchange of shape in the shoulders. Open your mouth with a pause and wait. Again, elbow to elbow, slow starting, pulling forward through the hip joints. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Pull the armpits wide, way further behind. Exhale. Start really slow. Exhale and really pull at the end. Feel that pull. Continue on at your own pace. Nice and slow. Don't forget the end of the range, please. Really pull it up and pull armpits wide as hard as you can, because now we're a bit warmer. These muscles here called the serratus anterior that connect to the rib cage and goes to the back of the arm. They start to atrophy. And when they atrophy, the rib cage falls forward and the shoulders round. We're going to pick it up if you choose for core work. Four more. Last one, lift it up. Pull your armpits as wide as you can. Pull, pull. Bring your head back as far as you can and come over to the left side. Push the right hip into the ground and keep pulling your elbows backwards and have 3 breaths. Lovely practice, everyone. Back up to center and take that left hand, slide the arm straight at shoulder height and come all the way across and look over top of that shoulder. Make sure the hip on the left is pulling, the hip on the right is pulling to the right. And then release and pause. Make a sound. Really allow yourself to have all the gifts of your practice, not rushing to the next thing. Feeling our shoulders alive, our neck alive, our torso alive, and our hips stretching. And then slowly take your legs wide. So once again, we're going into core. They'll be there in a minute. Just wait. You just wait. Cross your legs. Let's just try this full range of motion. Up all the way. Oh, yes. Love having you here today. Inhale up. Look behind you. See if you can really tickle the back of the wall. Like how far does your fingers go to the wall? Hold on to your leg and really pull away from your legs to give you that added full range. Bigger. A little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Nice. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Now take your legs wide. Going back to laterals now. These side abdominal muscles. So we have to pull our mula bandha up to 2 out of 10 and our abs under ribs 5 out of 10. So it's really a big move. Take a deep inhale. We're going slow now. We're going over to the left and coming back slowly to the right. Close your eyes. Continue this beautiful glide. And then I'm going to change it into a core exercise. The muscles between the ribs are called intercostal muscles. One side is stretching and the other side is strengthening. When we add velocity or speed, it causes those muscles have to react quickly. So if we're falling over sideways, the intercostals can be real assisters in the pose. You can go slow or join me. Or more. Over to the left side. Take your right hip and rotate it forward as much as you can in the ball and socket. Take your arm backwards and look under the armpit on the right. Spread your fingers on the right. Push your hip on the right into floor and pull your arms as far as you can towards the left. And have huge breaths into those muscles I talked about, the glute med, which we're going to strengthen in a moment. We're stretching now them and glute. You can feel them. Everyone has tight. These muscles get tight because they have so much compression on them from the weight of the torso and the head. So really pull that armpit back and push that hip down on the right. This is not a relaxing pose. This is a big work pose of stretch. One more breath, really big, releasing tension in your low back into hip. And then turn your nose down and feel the change of shape now as one hand on each knee. Open your mouth with a shake your head. And pull yourself as far over towards that side on the left as you can. Then take your nose to the outside of the knee. And once you're there, take your right hand somewhere down the leg. And then as you pull yourself forward, push on the right hip down. And we're getting into that big, long muscle deep inside your back. And the fascia, as I said, is used by both the glute med minimus and QL. And as you listen, you become an anatomy expert of feeling your body. 3 more breaths here. Really, really pulling and breathing and enjoying and delighting in that move. And then drop to center with a. So this is a letting go move. It's not forcing. You're opening your mouth and breathing through your mouth and letting your tongue come in and out of your mouth and maybe moving it around in the gums. And then you're trying to let your lips really surrender and all your cheeks are loose and your eyeballs are dancing on little strings. Beautiful. Keep going. And then slowly lift back up. Beautiful practice, everyone. Beautiful dreams of good bodies that we're having. Hands beneath your knees. As I promised you, those muscles of the glute med and glute minimus come to the top of your mat where your blocks are. Bring your hands to the floor. If it feels better for you on your wrist to use your blocks, please use them. Curl your toes under and spread your fingers and start your cat-cow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Continue on at your own pace. Speed is yours. Breath is yours. Feel all those back muscles now being mobilized into action. Make your breath so it resounds in the throat so that you stimulate your vagus nerve. The more sound you can make through your throat, like a waterfall coming down, like really make it work. That's it. I'm hearing it more online. I'm hearing it more in the room. I'm feeling the commitment of showing up in class at least twice a week for strength. Yes, keep going. 4 more times. 3 more. You don't have to use weights in this class or full body. Flatten the toes and bring your butt to the right. Slide to the left and come up to center with your back high, nose to chest, and pause. Go to the right again. Slide to the left, squeezing and soaking our knees, ankles, and hold the pose in the center. Push your hips forward, stretching those muscles again in low back. 1 more time to the right, all the way to the right. Slide to the left. Come back up to center and push your hips forward. We always have choices in life. Curl your toes under. We're going to do bear pose. Bear pose, lift your knees off the floor. This is called bear. So you can just stay right here or stay in bear and then push your way into down dog and walk your dog. We've got 5 of those. You choose how far to go. Shake your head and make some sounds. Here we go into bear, up on the toes. We've got 5 of them. Look forward. Knees can drop to floor. Or you can hover off the ground. Stretching the toe joints. Push the heels back. Hold. And all the way up. And walk your dog. Open your mouth for the ankle joint. If it gets too much, come into child's. Here we go. Number 3. Up. Drop. Look forward. 1 flat body. Shoulders wide. Strong arms. Strong legs. Hold. And up. Walk your dog. Walk your dog. Nice. Number 4, here we go. Up, look forward, your choices of wherever you want to go. Pull the belly super tight, hover, pull belly tighter, squeeze heels backwards, all the way up. Walk your dog. One more if you're with me. If not, you're in child's. Up on the toes, drop, look forward, hover, pull knees, pull, hover, pull, 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 pull. Knees down, knees wide, crisscross arms, make a fist and come onto your arms. Open your mouth with a beautiful practice, everyone. Bring our arms down by our side now and turn the palms up. Start wiggling your fingers and your wrists. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Very nice. Starburst your fingers, bring them in, flail them out, bring them in. Continue that move. Then make your way to all fours. So the action is abduction. Bring your knees directly underneath your hips and curl both toes under. Abduction is taking the knee and the leg away from midline of the body. So let's take the front leg and lift it up. Stay square on 3 points, and then extend the leg parallel to the floor and bring it back in and down. Now, instead of rocking, it's quiet. Pull it up, out, in, and down. Up. Continue on. Or you don't have to straighten the leg if your body doesn't want to do it. Try to keep the leg as high as you can, parallel to the ground without shifting your weight. Give me 4, 3, 2. Now you can choose to have a half leg as you hold it up or a straight leg. You choose. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide it all the way across to the opposite side. Come down to your elbows. Make a fist and turn your wrists in. Start to flatten the toe, that leg that you just worked. Make a sound. Slowly lift back up, come back up to center. Come back up to all fours and come tall. Shoulders back and down. That same leg that you were working, step forward. Come to your blocks and bend into your pose and hold it for that back hip flexor on the back side behind you. We're stretching now those muscles that we just strengthened by just holding this pose. I'd like you to do what's called neuroplasticity. The neurons of the brain deliver messages to the muscles. And if they atrophy and get lax, or if we don't produce neurons, the message doesn't get to the muscle. Okay, so I want to start slow. Squeeze that back, squeeze hard. Hold. Pull your belly button back and release. It's hard to release sometimes, so release it. And then roll forward and squeeze it again. Squeeze, squeeze. Pull your belly button backwards, getting into what's called pectineus, which is a little muscle at your pubic bone to your leg. And then just pull your belly button back and release the hip. And one last time, squeeze. So we're stretching the pectineus into the inner thigh on the back leg. Squeeze and release. Pull back through the belly. Last time. Here we go, squeeze. And we're releasing the hip joint. And we're going to come now into a big stretch called pigeon. Release. Walk backwards and straighten the leg to begin with. Keep toe on the ground. Open your mouth with a keep that toe on the ground to stretch the shin. Keep pulling back, toe down, big toe, push into floor. Called peroneal muscles. You can feel them, the side of the leg. These are important to stretch because these are the ones that get overstretched when we sprain our ankle. And then walk your blocks back. And then take that foot way over to the side of the mat at the back. or the front. Walk your blocks forward and come down. Take this block and put it behind the hip and come over to the hip. Stay tall, please, through the spine. And look down at the leg, and I'm going to move this heel so it's more 45. You choose. Can you move it a little bit more 45? And then I'm going to straighten my leg at the back and focus on that. And then I'm going to come down as far as I want to a block either on edge. You choose. Or you might come to the ground, fist over fist. And then I want you to start rolling to that long leg on the back. Roll to the long leg at the back. Roll it in, roll it in. And you'll feel a big pull on the fiber of the glute max into the minimus. Hold that pose and keep rotating that long leg at the back, feeling a stretch of the muscles that we just strengthened. Couple more breaths here. And slowly roll up. Bring your heel now into your groin. And I want you to stand up and walk back as far as you can. Stand up as tall as you can. Then I want you to take that long back hip and rotate it all the way to the other side of your mat as you look over top of that shoulder. Then I want you to squeeze your butt as hard as you can. Squeeze, squeeze. Roll to that back leg. Keep rolling to the back leg. Keep looking to the opposite side. Beautiful, everyone. Squeezing and soaking our lower back twist. And then slowly coming back to center. Coming back up. Jane, are you happy now? Good. Jane really wanted this pose. Bring the blocks to the top of your mat. And curl your toes under and start your slow cat-cow. And see if there's a difference between each side of your body. Am I hearing the sound of the waves in the room? Constrict your throat and really make a sound to stimulate the vagus nerve. Really use your breath to expand the ability of your lungs to function. Last two. Flatten the toes at the back. Bring knees under hips and slide to the left. Slide to the right. Pull the hips up to sky and hold. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Hips up, push, pec chin, push. One more time, slide to the left. Flat toes, slide to the right. Push hips forward. Bear pose, curl toes under. You choose 5 of them. Heels down, walk dog. You choose, you know you are your greatest healer. Up on the toes, bear pose 5 times. Look forward, knees can drop to ground. Up, walk dog. Sway those hips, push those hips into ground. Push those heels down into ground. Up on the toes, forward, hold, look forward. Pull belly tight. Hover off ground. Push up, walk it. We're getting to number 3. Anytime child's pose is waiting. Up on toes, lift forward, drop, look forward, shoulders back and down, pull belly under ribs. All the way up, walk dog, getting to number 5. Up on your toes, last one, here we go. Knees drop to ground, shoulders wide, belly pulls under ribs. Knees drop down, knees are wide, flatten toes, make a fist, turn wrists in, and bring your head to your arms. Open your mouth with a. Life is not about efforting always. We have to sometimes just sit quietly and watch. Become the watcher to become wiser. As you watch your body come down from efforting to relaxation. Feel the sensation in your heels and your ankles. And what about at the knees? What about at the hips? What about at the shoulders? And then bring your hands down by your side and starfish your hands with wrists up. Just work them, rotate them, do whatever feels good for you. Nice. Come up to sitting. Our joints are ready now for a bigger sit. So bring your kneecaps together. Some of us might sit with our block here if we have had any injury in our knees. And a lot of us don't squat ever. So the actual pull on the joints is much more than we can take. So you choose putting the block underneath or not. Bring your hands to your knees and flatten the toes and close your eyes. Try to sink into the pose without holding yourself, using your body weight to ask the joints to open up. As we exhale, we draw our belly button back and pull our hips back into our heels. And as we inhale, we tilt the pelvis and look up. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. Continue on, feeling your glide through your back and your joints. So when I first went to India, these people were sitting at the ashrams that I went to on marble floors doing this. And I was like, are you kidding? I would sit for like 1 second and then I had to sit down because after all the aerobics and running, my joints had never been stretched to this end. So we need to work those joints. 2 more. And on the last one, pull back, tuck your chin, straighten your arms. Pull your belly button backwards now to get more weight into the heels, into those ankles, and have 3 delicious breaths. Pull, pull. Slowly come up. Releasing, I'm going to release in downward dog. You might come to all fours. I'm going to walk forward, and I'm going to take the joints into the opposite direction just for a moment. Open your mouth with a wherever you choose to go. Go to some place that pleases you to feel the energy of the synovial fluid floating through your body. Yes, you can feel the coming down of the joints and the ability for them to change direction. And then slowly bring your knees to floor. Bring your feet hip width apart, curl your toes under, and we're going to the glute med on the other side. So I use my front one first. I'm using my back one now. Lift the leg up parallel to the floor and bring it out to the side as parallel to the floor as I can. Bend the knee and bring it down. Continue as much as you can, focusing on the ability to lift your knee up as parallel to the ground as you can, keeping the weight distributed evenly on the 3 points. Hip mobility to be able to stretch your hips wide with strength we need. 4 more times. And on the last one, I'm going to extend my leg. You might keep it up off the ground is the important part, not straight or bent. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot comes to floor, straighten your leg if it's not. Slide your leg around and come down to your elbows and turn your wrists in. Keep walking the toe across. Look towards that toe and have 3 breaths. Flatten the toe. Remember, we need to stretch that ankle joint in the other direction. And then slowly come all the way up. We're going to go into what's called camel now. So I'd like you to widen your legs as wide as your mat. Curl your toes under and come up into gate, it's called when we come up. Toes are touching, heels are out, knees are out. We're going into half camel. Take the back arm up to sky. Pull it backwards. Take the front hand and bring it to the hip and slide it up the hip. Lift the heart to sky and look up. Push your hips forward and come over to that bent arm. Outside quadricep into arch. Look underneath the armpit. Keep breathing and squeeze the hip of that front leg, the one with the long arm. Squeeze it forward, squeeze. Outside quadricep. 10 more breaths. Look down at the ground if you choose on the other side, if it's better for your neck. Look down at the ground. Slowly come back up. We're coming down with wide legs now into tripod arms, into rapid cat-cow. Two more. Slowly roll up. And you're changing, especially if you have low blood pressure, you've got to move super slowly. Come back up into gate, find your balance with toes curled under. Take that other arm, the front arm or whatever arm you use, pull it back as far as you can go and pull that belly under ribs. Take that other hand onto your hip and pull the elbow backwards. Start to lift the heart to sky and look up to sky. And all you have to do is start squeezing your hips forward and making a back bend. And once you're in your back bend, you can pull towards that bent arm. You can squeeze the butt of the straight arm and feel all that outside quad stretching. Hard to get to in a lot of stretches. 10 breaths, look down or look up, you choose. Slowly come out of the pose. Keep your knees wide. Come back down to tripod arms. Rapid cat-cow. Two more. Slowly look towards your blocks. Bring your blocks on end. Bring your knees together and step forward with that other leg that you had. And come all the way forward. Yeah, put your block, let me give you another block for your knees. Okay, so all we're gonna do is try to droop into this leg that we did strengthening for and stretch and deliver the message, neuroplasticity. Squeezing the butt of the long leg at the back, squeeze, rotating it backwards, keep going, and then letting it go. Pull your belly button backwards, push back. Again, rotate, squeeze the butt as hard as you can. All those hip flexors love you. Release, pull it back. You got one more. Pull, squeeze, rotate it back. Rotate it back. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Keep going. Keep going and release. Slowly start to straighten the leg, flatten the toe, and just pull back. Just gonna pull back. That's it. Keep pulling and bring that big toe right into the ground. Really push, push, push. Big toe into ground, push. Then come down to your knee. Take your block and put it underneath your hip and sit on it. So you're really comfortable. You can choose to move a little bit more by bringing it into a right angle pose if that works for you. And I'm going to take my body all the way over to the other side as much as I can of the long leg in the back. Okay. Then I'm going to make a choice of what height I want to be in this pose. You might be lying on the ground on one side and on the other you're not. Some of us will use the block underneath our chest or our arm, but keep pulling sideways to the long leg at the back. This is key in this pose. Keep pulling to the long leg in the back. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. You're doing beautifully, everybody. Keep going. Be patient here for this pose. Come all the way back to center. Come up to your arm and come up to all fours. Look to your weights. I'm using 2 5-pound weights here. And I'm going to stand up with my weight in my hand. I'm going to curl my back toe under and I'm going to stand up. So we want to be able to stand up. So pick up your weight. We're going to overload super quickly. So I'd like you to put in your left hand your weight. And I'd like to focus on just this muscle here and this muscle here of the arm. Hold the belly underneath. We did a lot of tricep work in our cat and cow. I'm lifting it up to the shoulder and I'm turning my arm in. So if you find that you have to do this, pulling that away, take away one weight, please. I want the elbow to stay tight into the waist. And then turn it in. And elbows forward and down. Okay, so if it's too much, take away one weight because I want to overload quickly. So now I'm going to take the weight to that same leg on the left and bring the right toe out in front. So I've added more complexity. Don't drop down to your gut. So remember, the elbow has to stay tight. So take away one weight. If it gets too much and you start going like this, that's showing that your bicep muscle needs less weight. I don't want to take it into the back. Elbows to me. Think about strong core. Pull it in. Keep going as much as your body will take. Close your eyes now for balance. One weight, two weights, lighter weight, heavier weight, you choose. Got 4 more. If you're overloading, take one weight away. Watch your wrists are not sinking. Don't let the wrist droop. Overloaded bicep, which isn't used in yoga very much. 2 more. You have choices to keep your toe on the floor or come up into tree. Hold, and the arm above the head. Hold. Pull your shoulder down now. So one's going up, the arm's going up, and the shoulder's going down. Very complex move. Shoulder down, shoulder down. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Arm is straight. Oh, that shoulder cap is really working. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Foot comes down. Excellent. Arm comes down slowly. Excellent. Arm comes down. Leg crosses over. Front leg. We turn and we just pause for a stretch. Bring your right hand to your knee to support your back and circle it around. So I'm using 10s. Just notice what the overload was like. And then the other way circle, pulling on what's called a rotator cuff here now. Very nice. Bend the knees and roll back up. Pause and change hands. Hold the pose. Don't move out of the pose. Lift up. Got to just release that shoulder. Come across. It's also good for balance. Wiggle your toes. Don't stick in the toes. Don't stick. Then stay where you are and bring that arm around to your back on the opposite side on the right and pull your wing down as you look your nose towards the right. Pull down through that shoulder on the left. And come up to center. Just bend forward and circle this one. just to release that arm. Very nice. Roll all the way up. Get your stabilization with both feet underneath. Okay, are we ready? I think so. Bend the knees, shoulder back. Clear up. Clear down. So now I have to contract my abdominal core here. I'm focusing on my mula bandha, my anus and genitals to pull them up to give me internal core work. I'm pulling my belly under my ribs. I'm using weight now because the biceps have to take a fair bit of weight when we lift. I'm softening my knees and I'm closing my ribs for stabilization. Stabilizing the ribs really help when you're lifting loads through your arms. Shoulder blades are back and down. Elbow is super tight to the waist, super tight, so float it into the waist. That's really key here. Keep going. You got it. Take one weight away if it gets too much. You got to feel an overload to get stronger. So if you're not overloading, you should up your weights. If I'm doing a set of 20 reps, and if by 20, it's not overloaded, for instance, this is endurance, so that we can lift. Chest up. Don't use your back. I'm seeing some of this move starting to happen. Just use your arm or decrease your weight. 4 more times. Or increase it if you find. Go out and treat yourself to a heavier set of weights. 2 more. Arm above your head. Shoulder blade down. Now focus. Pull everything in and come into tree wherever you are. Pull. Pull the blade down. Pull. 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 Head back, everybody. Pull. Reach that arm. Don't let it depress down. You're reaching away from your shoulders. The shoulders coming down. 4, 3, 2, crisscross. Softly bring the hand down. Bend forward. Turn towards your left side and circle. Feel the back muscles and the rotator muscles releasing. Beautiful practice, everyone. Other way, circle. Nice. A little bit more. Really releasing that shoulder. Bend the knees. Roll all the way up. Shoulders back and down and pause for a moment. Just feel the radiation of all the energy that you did. So your balance as you close your eyes. Nice. And then unhook the legs. Bring one hand on each of your heavier weights. We're working the rotator cuff muscles, so bring your elbows in. Rotator cuff muscles are very weak and very tight muscles. You've got to keep the elbows tight in. You turn your palms as you come out and you drip. Now, watch my wrists. I'm not doing this. Watch. This is what people do. We want the wrists to be strong, so we keep the wrist tight, but we just turn as if we're pouring water out by our thumb, and then we bring it in. Close your eyes now. Here we go. Out. Pull your belly tight and drop them at the back and bring it in. Elbows never leave your waist. Up, drop. Pull your belly tight. Keep going. Close your eyes now. Feel the sensation. Keep going. Rotators are quite weak. That's where we pull our shoulder out, the rotators give way. And this strengthens the rotators. Hold your shoulder at the back side. Head back. 4 more times. This is all posture. Elbows do not leave the waist. This is super important because we want to keep the muscles, those rotator muscles. There's a bunch of them at the back of the shoulder. Okay, this time we're going to bring them out. We're going to hold the elbows super tight and we're just turning them backwards and center. Head back. The chin will start to work. Pull your belly super tight. Try not to turn them in. Just come back to center. You want to keep them contracted the whole time. Last 10, 9. Keep those wrists tight. Don't let the wrist droop. Have good strong wrists. 4, 3, beautiful. 2, 1. Hold your weights on your end. Bring your legs wide. Soften the knees first and just bend forward slightly and circle the weights. Let your nose drop down. And then the other way, pulling on the rotator cuff muscles. We're going now into the upper back. We've already worked them once on the floor, but we're going to work them again. I'm taking my 2 heavy weights into one hand on the left side, and I'm bending and putting my elbow on the right. I'm touching my toe, and I'm lifting up, keeping my chest square, and pulling my elbow to sky, and my wing as close to the spine as you can, and down. Again, up, pull. Now rotate through the belly a little bit, but keep the chest forward. Continue. I loved yoga with weights. There's these muscles we get to that really help. This is working our core too. If you tighten our core the whole time. Last 4. 3. Good for the ribs here. 2. Now this time I want you to twist as much as you can and look up to sky and lift elbow and bring it back down, eyes down. Continue on up, twist. This is for the golfers. This is strength and rotation. The paddle boarders. Keep going. We've got 4 of these. 4. Take one weight away if it gets too much. 3. You might want to buy and invest in yourself with heavier weights or lighter weights. 2. 1. Bring your weight forward. Bend your knees. Pull your belly up. Just bring your arm above your head and hold. Nice work. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, just bend into it after being in forward fold. Look up to sky. Push into your elbow and have a bunch of breath. Let's open our mouth. 5 puffs. Really let it go. Very nice. And then close your mouth. Look down. Bring your arm up. Bring your arm back down and hold. Oh, beautiful shoulder work and arm work. Weight now into the right hand. Come across to your left knee. So we're isolating, chest down, eyes down. Nothing works other than our shoulder here. It goes straight up to the sky and comes back to our toe. Continue on, one long line of energy. Excellent for rib cage strength also. Holding our torso tight. Keep going. Hold it tight. Take away one weight. Notice if you don't overload at all, you might want to up your weights and invest in heavier weights. I have 2 5s, which make it 10. This time I'm going to turn now and look up and then drop down. This is rotation for golfers. Important move against force when you golf. Out on your paddleboard. 4 more. One on each hand. Slowly roll up. Turn your toes in. Bring your weights behind you. Look up to sky. Push your hips forward. Have 5 puffs. Squeeze your hips more. More. Keep your body where it is and drop your nose down and pull your wings down. Breathe through your mouth. Squeeze the hips forward. Squeeze. More back bend. Tuck the chin. You're doing beautifully. Love it. Come back up to center. Raise your head. Let both arms come forward. Circle both hands. So, rotator cuff, as you bend forward, is one of the injuries that we get because the rotator cuff muscles, which we just worked today, are quite precarious, that's the word. And circle in the other direction, leaning over. And these particular muscles need to be released also. And this is the best way to release. Beautiful, everybody. And put your weights on the ground. And bend over to one side. You can hold on to the knee or bring your hands to the floor. Let your head drag. And just take that long leg on the right and rotate the pubic bone to the left. So we get into a little muscle called the pectineus. So just roll it across. So whatever leg is straight, you're rotating towards the bent knee to get into this little tiny deep muscle. Gives us a lot of back problems. So really rotate. It inserts on the pubic bone and goes over to the leg. So you can see as you rotate and pull and straighten the leg. And then slowly come back to center. And if your hands can come to the ground, you might touch the ground, or you could use a block. Or I'm going to enlarge my legs, and I'm going to come down to my elbows. So you choose how flexible you are. I'm going to enlarge my legs and come down to the top of my head. So you choose where you're at. So be as wide as you can, stretching our peroneal muscles, straightening your legs, and pushing into the baby toe. Really push. These muscles get super tight. Use your blocks if you need. It feels better for you. Nice. And then come up to your palms and bring your feet slightly in and come over to the other side. Over to the other side. Now I want you to rotate your butt and squeeze your butt of that long leg to get into that little muscle. Pull your belly button backwards. Pull your belly button backwards. Pull, pull, pull. And then slide side to side. Oh, beautiful. And then as softly as possible, come onto the ground. And as softly as possible, come onto your back. Very nice practice, everybody. As softly as possible, take your soft squishy ball and put it behind your head. And come down on your squishy ball. And just straighten your legs and lie there for a minute. Beautiful practice, everybody. And just do a body scan. Feeling your ankles, how we use them. Feel our hips, how we really stretch them and strengthen them today. Feel our belly relaxing into the floor. And then bring the right knee into chest and hold it there. Try to bring the right knee to center chest. So if it's flaring out to the side, bring it into the center and flex that heel. And then take the long leg and pull it away from you, as far away from your body as you can on the ground, and flex your foot and really pull. This is stretching all the muscles in your core area. You're pulling crosswise. The long leg, you're stretching the hip flexors, which are the ones that lift your kneecaps up all the time. And then pull that heel away if you can, really long. And when you then pull that kneecap in as tight as you can to mid-chest, tight as you can, tight as you can. Pull it in, a little bit more. Pull that long leg away from you. You're releasing all that muscles that worked in your lower back. And then bring the palms behind your leg, upper leg, and make sure all the palms are tactilely touching, because this increases the sensation of the stretch. And then lift your chest and straighten the leg. And lift your chest off the ball all the way as high as you can, and start pointing and flexing your ankle joint. Pointing and flexing, keeping the chest up, using your core muscles. Chest up, eyes up, look up, lift up. And then see if you can do a full circle rotation in one direction, so soft, no jags, no jags. And then a circle in the other direction, no jags. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lift your chest one more time for your core work. And then take the left hand across that right knee and bend that right knee. And you're going to roll your head over towards that side on the left as you bring the kneecap across on your ball. And taking that arm now on the right out into T, holding on to the knee with your left hand, softly pushing towards the floor as you look towards your right. Releasing all those back muscles. Beautiful. Those hip muscles that we worked today. The belly muscles in your twist. Beautiful practice, everyone. Slowly come back up to center and bring both hands to the knee and circle the knee outwardly on the right, big circle. Nice, everyone. And then lift your chest up and reach for the right big toe with your left hand. And bring the heel into the somewhere on the leg on the left. And then drop the knee down as you drop your chest down and holding onto the toe. Let the kneecap drop down. There's a muscle called the sartorius. It kind of bows outward. And it works when we lift our knees up or stabilizes our body in standing. On the in-breath, I want you to push the knee down and pull the belly into the floor. And on the out-breath, release. Inhale, push down. Exhale, release. Belly comes with it. Inhale, push down. Push down. Exhale, release. Last breath. Inhale, pull down. Exhale, release. So keeping your head on the ground, I'd like you to just bicycle your legs, just to release the legs for a moment in a bicycle, head down. Just bicycle your legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten your legs along the floor and pause. Go back to that dream, wherever it is. Catch it. Get your dream catcher. Do not let go of your dreams. Do not let go of your dreams. Take that left leg into chest, right leg pulls along floor, flexing the feet. So you're trying to really pull that left leg. Ooh, yeah. Really important for the sciatic nerves. So flex the foot and really pull. And then pull that other bent knee into your chest, right in mid-center. Pull it into mid-center. And then flex both feet and continue that beautiful pull away from the long leg and the pull of the knee into chest. The release of the pelvic floor here. And then take your left hand across the leg and bring it all the way across to the floor. Follow it with your nose to begin with and your shoulders and let it come as far to the floor as it will go. And then when you're ready, take your nose and your arm out to the opposite side with palm facing up. And allow the body to surrender, looking towards the long arm on the left. Beautiful, everyone. Pull the belly slightly backwards to get a crossover twist. Any sports like pickleball or tennis where you twist, turn, this muscles of the lower back get super tight. Important pose. And then slowly come all the way back to center and straighten your leg to sky and bring the palms onto the back of the thigh and the hamstring to tactilely suggest a stretch. Lift your chest all the way up and flex your heel. Pointing and flexing as the chest comes up this time. Pointing and flexing. Rotating. And then bring your chest down and bend the knee again into the chest. And take your right 2 fingers to the big toe on the left. And then drop the knee down to the ground on the left, pushing the kneecap down softly into the ground. Open up your mouth with a belly button is relaxed. And then softly push down on the knee and close the ribs and breathe more into that sartorius muscle. And then come back up to center and just bicycle your legs for a minute just to get the blood flowing. And when you're ready, bring your feet to the floor and take your ball away and have a couple of bridges up and down just to release your back and your hips. And if you choose, as you complete your last 3 or 4 bridges, that you like the ball behind your head, you could put it back. But we're going into a short shavasana today, coming all the way down and bringing the soles of the feet together and letting the knees drop out. allowing those inner thigh muscles. Bring your arms above your head in Y shape and have 2 minutes of release. Bring your legs slowly together. Pause for a moment. Rock the knees side to side. Open up your mouth with a back up to center. And as slow as you can, bring your arms down by your side and feel the change of shape, bringing them to your belly. Intertwining your fingers, and let's have 3 deep Dirga breaths. Inhale, fill up belly and ribs. Hold at the top. And as you exhale through your nose, empty everything out of your belly. Again, inhale, big belly as you can. And then when you've got to your top, exhale all the air out that you can and watch it. And then have your third one. Exhaling. And then slowly bring one knee to chest and the other knee, rock side to side, opening up your mouth with a ah. Roll towards me. Turn your nose to Mother Earth. Take a moment to give deep thanks for the strength in your body and your fortitude to show up in class. Show up, if you can, 3 times a week for your body, your mind, and your spirit. Push yourself into floor and come up to sitting. Pause for a moment. Thank yourself for the good work that you did today to show up and to nourish your body. Hands to prayer. In honor of all of you for the practice. Namaste. Thank you so much. You were all wonderful, strong, and vibrant and flexible.